Every Saturday, we shoot a classic nostalgia food product, and today is episode 6, and have I got a cracker for you. Really simple to make, really easy to find in the supermarket, but a delicious treat that if you were a kid in the 70s or 80s, you are guaranteed to have had this product.
It's delicious. It's lovely. It's Angel Delight. It's fluffy, tasty, the lightest too. You just add milk and then whisk it through. It's delightful, it's delectable, it's the smoothest, it's delightest, it's the limit.
Bird's Angel Delight, the most delightful taste around.
Launched in 1967, but a staple of many of our desserts post-dinner in the 70s and 80s, a product made by a company called Birds. It is the one and only Birds. It's not Bird's Eye, is it? It's Birds. This is Angel Delight. I'm leaving that slip in. It was an instant hit as a child, getting one of these as a dessert, right? Now, this is the original flavour of butterscotch, but actually the very first flavour ever released was, of course, strawberry. But since then, a suite of flavours, pun intended, have been released by the brand. And we've also got today chocolate with us, but let me also see strawberry, butterscotch, banana, chocolate, vanilla. Those were the flavours. Banana! But today we're going to make both of these just to see what the taste test is like. Now, we're in a slightly different kitchen. This is the first Nostalgia Bites that's gone international. We're still in Spain, well, Lanzarote to be exact, and we've brought these with us. Nothing like stuffing your suitcase with packets of powder to go on holiday, right? What possibly could go wrong? Let's get these made and see what the taste tests are like. Here is what you need to create an Angel Delight dessert. The packet is really simply stating that you need 300 mils of milk, so either semi-skimmed or whole milk. You need a whisk, which I don't have. However, I'm going to do it old school, which is a fork. And I do have a cheat code. I've got a little whisk that's used for our coffee, and I'm going to give it a try and see if it works. But for all the mums watching, all the parents that used to make this for your kids, this was the old school technique of making this dessert. You need a strong arm and 5 minutes of patience to whisk this up. You need a bowl, you need milk, 300 ml, you need your Angel Delight, and some kind of utensil to whip this up. Just add milk. That was effectively the marketing technique for this product. Now, I didn't realise, but Angel Delight actually went out of production in the 90s. It was decided that it had kind of seen better days and sales were dropping, so it was killed off. However, it was then brought back in 2010 because of a British consumer wave of nostalgia that forced the brand to reintroduce it back into the market. That's why it's back and available, and we thought we'd give it a try. So let's do it. Let's make this up. Now, I found this shot-sized, well, it's like a Scottish shot size, but it is 300 ml. So I'm going to use this for the milk because it's the easiest way for me to measure it out. Add to the bowl. Add the Angel Delight. Inside the packet is just granules. Now, the company that make this, Birds, they actually were famous because they first introduced the first ever custard to the UK. That was the original launch of this brand before they created Angel Delight. But you can see in there it's like just powder. So it's all in. And then what you would do is just solid arm, right? 5 minutes of this, folks. I'm probably going to skip on a little bit here. Let's give this a try. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I've just covered the laptop and the Vaughn with it. And the floor. It's the deposit for the apartment lost. Mr. Can we just ask you why there's like a creamy fluid spilled all over the floor? It's Angel Delight, mate. Now, it does say on the advertising, and it does say on the packet that it needs a solid 5 minutes of effort if you're going to turn this into anything of anything good. There'll be somebody in the comments to critique my technique. It wouldn't be YouTube if it wasn't. Oh, that's looking good. Then it needs to go into the refrigerator for 5 to 10 minutes just to thicken up a little bit before it's going to be good to give the taste test to. Just for the taste test part of it, we're also going to make chocolate just so that we can do a fair comparison, because anything butterscotch is going to taste amazing. So let's try out the chocolate one. Now I've got a slightly smaller bowl, but it should be fine for this. Now in terms of how healthy the packet of Angel Delight is, 2.7 grams of fat, 2.1 grams saturates, 10 grams of sugar, and 0.39 grams of salt. So yeah, it's not healthy. Right, got the milk, add that into the bowl, and then this time, let's give the chocolate a go. You should be noticing a trend by now that most of the products that I seem to test don't require a huge amount of preparation. That's because I am a typical man. That's my sous chef at the side of me there, just rinsing off the fork so that we don't have cross-contamination. Look at the powder in that, look. Kind of looks like, you know, if you've ever had a cup of Nesquik before. It's a messy product to make, I'll say that much, especially trying to hold it up to the camera like this. I've definitely got chocolate milk all over the place. It says recommended to whisk for a full 5 minutes to get it light and fluffy. Back in the day, it was a fork or a frantic spooning. So the key parts of this, just add milk, tip the packet in, give it a bit of elbow grease, and then get it into the fridge and let it set. This was an instant hit.
Take 1 packet of Butterscotch flavour Angel Delight, add half a pint of milk, whisk until light and fluffy, freeze and serve. Angel Delight, much more than a dessert.
Okay, so the puddings have both been in the fridge now for about 10 plus minutes, just to give them enough time to firm up a little bit, ready to taste test them. If you can hear in the background, I've put the lights on now, because if you can hear in the background, I'll cut to a quick clip now. And welcome back. Yeah, that's the rain here in Lanzarote. Sometimes you just can't escape it, and a little bit of rain is good because it just washes away all the shit. Right, butterscotch and chocolate. Which would be your favourite if you had to try one of these and you could only have one? Which would it be, chocolate or butterscotch? I think for me it'd probably be the butterscotch. It smells It smells amazing. Kind of smells a little chocolatey, but this is, I would describe it as going on overpowering. But as you can see, it's pretty solid, looks pretty good. Let's give it a little taste now. In terms of like what it looks like consistency wise now, it's like thickened right up. Looks nice. What does it taste like? Well, I haven't had this genuinely since I was a kid. I haven't had it. It would be something my dad would whip up because just add milk, really simple to make. So a quick dessert that could be a bit fun, but let's try it. It's very good. It's you can really taste the milk. I think that's a bit of a standout, and I'm not a massive milk fan. I'm not the kind of person that would just drink milk straight out of a carton. I'm too fussy for that kind of thing. But it's amazing how much it's thickened up compared to what it was before, especially just with a little bit of elbow grease rather than a professional whisk or a whip. It's a little bit overpowering to eat the whole thing. But let's try the chocolate one. I didn't even know chocolate was a flavour in Angel Delight. I generally was, when I had it as a kid, it would be strawberry or the butterscotch. Having a little look, you can kind of see what it looks like. Kind of leaves the space so it doesn't quite fill in because it's thick enough. But this is the chocolate. Look at how appetising that looks. Delicious, right? Do you know what? I actually prefer that more. I prefer the chocolate one. It's a bit like Nesquik milkshake that you would make, only turned into a pudding. Or like a thick milkshake, just a bit too thick to be a milkshake, but for me, that's the better of the two flavour-wise. Now, scores on the doors. It's not outstanding, right? Oh, I should probably mention, it was 95 pence. 95 pence for a packet of Angel Delight from Sainsbury's local supermarket, but readily available. I think this is a clear score of a 6 out of 10 for Angel Delight. 6 out of 10 right now. Give us a second. Go on then, love.
Ooh, hear that thunder?
Yeah, I hear the thunder.
Hello, everyone.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
Let me move the camera around, seeing as you're so small.
It's quite moussey, isn't it?
It's very moussey.
Okay. I always liked the butterscotch one.
It's very butterscotch, right?
It's quite sweet. But it's very butterscotchy.
Try the chocolate. Is there a dance that goes attached with it?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Prefer the chocolate one? What do you think?
I like them both, but I think the chocolate one's more prominent.
Yeah,
And it's more
I think so.
moussier than the other one.
What do you think scores-wise?
A 6 is decent, I think.
6?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the scores. Thanks, sous chef Yvonne. That's the scores for today's nostalgia test. We will be back next Saturday with this regular feature. This was episode 6. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, I'll leave a link here for you to check out. And if you want to drop me a note in the comments of other foods that we should try whilst we're out here in Spain, let us know and we'll be back in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.